JoJo has fun.
Hey everybody, it's JoJo on Sandbox Saturday. It is late Friday night. We had Kim come back. So let me just break this out. It should have been obvious. You've been keeping up with our back catalog of episodes. Kim has been out of town for about 3 or 4 weeks, and she wasn't able to record with us. And this week she was finally able to come back, and she moved to a new house, and it was really cool, and we got to play some games with her. Unfortunately, her audio is broken right now, and the 2 recordings we've done with her, one was a Sandbox Saturday and one was a Monster Prom Night, both weren't usable. And the Minecraft episode that was supposed to be going on right now did not even have a scratch track on it, so we could not recover it in any way. We're looking into it, but in the meantime, we're going to play some Hardspace Shipbreaker. This game is a sim of sorts where the whole point is you are working at a shipyard breaking down spaceships. That's it. It's the whole game. You're just a recycler, really. You recycle. So right now I'm in the hub area, which is basically like you get ready to go out and do stuff. I'm repairing my equipment, which I don't need to do, but I'm going to anyway, just because it makes things a little more useful. Because your equipment can break. So you have just so we're clear, you have a laser cutter, a grapple, which is used to like move stuff around, your thrusters, which I will repair. Okay. So now I can start a shift. This game is in early access. It's from Focus Interactive. They're the same guys that do Call of Cthulhu and I think a bunch of Sherlock Holmes games. But this is totally not that. It's something wildly different. So these are the kinds of ships I can take. I can pick any one of them, but I think I want to do the Persephone. That looks fun. I could have picked an easier ship, but I kind of want to do a tougher one. And this is the game. So I'm in this little shipyard area, and there's this stuff. I actually don't know what these are for, but then there's this. This is the ship. So let's get into it. So the basic loop of this is there's everything on this ship is valuable, but it's valuable in different ways. So like this antenna, see how it says barge? That means that this is just like a valuable object, and I can just throw that over there, and now I got a little money for it. This is like a cage thing. I guess it's meant to keep the ship safe, but I can cut these to break it off from the rest of the ship. So we'll do that. The music in this game is all like folksy, sort of like guitar music. I think you can hear like the Cat's Cradle and Silver Spoon song. Like We'll Get Together Then, Dad. The Father's Day song that every Father's Day you're required to play or you're a bad boy. That one? Yeah, I think that plays in this in a nice folksy way. I have the music turned off on as I'm playing, so I actually can't tell what you're hearing. Okay, so I move this over here, and it says processor, so I deposit it that way, and I just shoved it with my little gravity gun, and it's going to go in there. Now it is. Perfect. And I'll do this one too. Look at that. This is the whole game. It's recycling. You're just recycling spaceships. That's it. And it's gonna go in. There we go. Perfect. Now, here's the cool thing. Or not the cool thing, just another thing about this. I don't know why I'm talking about the game so much. I think it's because, like, I don't have... Yeah, okay. So you can see that like these spaces are all green. That's because it's pressurized, meaning that the inside of this place has an atmosphere, which is bad. If I was to just open this up without depressurizing it, it would like explode because of the sudden change in pressure. So now what you have to do is you have to go into the ship like so.
Airlock pressure levels increasing.
And this is the interior of the spaceship. It's filled with stuff that's valuable and stuff that isn't. And if I mess with the pressurization, this whole thing will explode. So I'm going to use this, which will depressurize the interior of the ship.
Air pressure level decreasing.
And now it's unpressurized. And now I'll just open the airlock.
Airlock pressure levels dropping.
Cool. And now I can get to work tearing this thing apart. So basically this whole little like space is completely destructible. And all you have to do to like break it apart is find like these yellow nodes here and then just cut through them. So I'm going to cut through this, and there it goes. See? This part of the ship has detached. I'll pull this off because this is just valuable on its own. And throw it down that way. And now I can toss this in the recycler.
Credits transferred.
If I can... There we go. Perfect. This is one of those games that I kind of wish... It might be in VR, I don't know. But if it's not in VR, it really should be because it's super pretty. Okay, and boop. Oh. Boop. Okay, perfect. So yeah, that's it. That's all you have to do to explain this game. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. I don't know. Let's get to it. Let's break down a ship. Oh no. Oh no. Oh dang. Gotta be careful. Don't want to break the soft crates. They're probably filled with snackages.
Account credit applied.
Filled with Cheez-Its and many tasty things. Like not Cheez-Its. Cheese Nips. The bougie Cheez-Its, as I call them.
Credits deposited.
No, they're not bougie. They're just not my favorite. My favorite is by far Cheez-Its. I can't have them right now because I'm in a bit of a diet situation, but which, by the way, I do talk about on the show a lot that I'm on a diet situation. And let me tell you, it's not hard, but it is hard. Like, it's super difficult. But not for the reason that you might think, because like okay, so back in March I went to the doctor because I was very worried. Like I was experiencing this thing where I would eat a meal, and even if it wasn't like
Salvage deposit accepted.
bad for you, I would get immediately extremely tired, and I couldn't explain it. I would just like I would almost pass out. It didn't matter what I ate. I would just immediately almost pass out if I ate anything, and I got really freaked out because that's like, am I sugarfooting right now? Because if I'm sugarfooting, I need to know. And I remember the day that like I couldn't take it anymore, and I ditched out of work early, and I went to the doctor, and I couldn't even get my normal doctor. It was so urgent, and this was pre-situation, you know what I mean? So there wasn't even like crowds or anything. I was still able to get like an appointment for something non-urgent. And my doctor said that, well, we don't really know. Basically, they were like, you know, you're young-ish. You're in your 30s now. It's not good, but you are most certainly obese. And yeah, I mean, eating does take a lot out of you because all the blood rushes to your tummy. But they also said, like, you know, you might want to. You are overweight. Like, maybe you should cool it out. And they did it. They drew a bunch of blood. Like, I had to get some blood work done. They were going to do some basically blood sugar tests. And I'm saying this just so you guys know what the process is, in case you don't know what this is like. But they do some blood sugar tests. And there's two kinds of tests they do. The first one is there's what they call like oh dang it, my oxygen's critical. That's one thing about this game that's kind of tough. You got to pay attention to your stuff. So right now I am low on air, and I didn't hear any of the warnings. So if you were yelling at the screen like, why don't you go get oxygen? I just wasn't listening. I also wasn't paying attention to the numbers. I kind of just want to move stuff. But I can just go here, get some oxygen, and I am good for the rest of the day. Boop. And I'll get some fuel too. Why not? Okay. So they have two kinds of tests. The first test is like they kind of just measure how your blood's doing, and like if you have a lot of sugar in your blood, it sticks to your cells, and it's indicative of like your last 3 months of activities. So like if over 3 months you have like this a bunch of sugar on your blood cells, that's probably really bad. The other test is what's called a slow test, or not a slow test, but it's like a different test where you, on the day of the test, you go in and you drink like this super sugary thing. And the doctor was like, I want to do that one, but I don't know if it's worthwhile. So we're going to do the other one. And I'll get you the results back. And I got to be completely honest. I have never had anything like, and this is not a brag. This is just like, I'm very privileged, and it is privilege that allows me to say this. I've never had like anything really wrong with me medically. Like I don't know. I can't remember the last time I had to go to the doctor for anything like even like a broken bone or an accident or something like that. Like I've never really gotten hurt, mostly because I'm a coward. But that weekend I was like, I was in a state all week. Like I was very scared and very nervous, and I just couldn't bring myself to like get over it. I was just so freaked out. And thankfully the doctor came back and they were like, yeah, your results are normal. But even so, you could stand to lose a little bit of weight because you are, at the time I was 215, and they were like, yeah, that's for your height, that's way too much. Like you it is not healthy for you to weigh that much. And they were absolutely right. And so I started a diet. And I was kind of like a little looser with it, just because at the start, mostly because like I don't even know why I'm talking about this. This isn't like an entertaining or inspiring journey, but at the start I was really loose with my diet because I was in a situation where like I can't get good food where I am, and the only things around me are like garbage. So like I'll just eat garbage. That's fine. But then, and maybe this is sort of like, again, this is probably speaking to privilege more than anything else. Like because of the situation, I had access to like good food all the time because I'm at home. Like I can make stuff, or I can go to the store and like get I can just like on my lunch break I can just go to the supermarket and like buy good food. Like I can just get good food to eat. But also weirdly enough, like I've been eating way less, like just way less. And at first that was really, really hard. Like I couldn't get over like, well, I should probably go eat something, right? Like it's been, it's lunchtime. Logically, I should eat something, right? But weirdly enough, like now I don't get as hungry as I used to. Weirdly enough, like I think I went from doing somewhere in the neighborhood of like I didn't track it very well, which is another huge part of the problem of weight, or of how I was gaining weight, was just like I would never keep track of how much I was eating or why I was eating that much. I think I was eating somewhere in the neighborhood of 2,500 to 3,000 calories a day, which is a ton. Like, you see that thing like a 2,000 calorie diet, and you're like, oh, I don't hit that much very often. Man, that is like one Big Mac. If you eat a Big Mac, that's all. That technically speaking, that's all you need for the day. I'm not like a doctor, but it's wild. And on top of that, like I was taking no steps to like. I wasn't exercising. Not that, weirdly enough, and this is something that I kind of discovered. Like, I can lose weight without exercise. It's not healthy for me in general to not exercise, but it's all like, if I just eat less, like my body just starts like, yeah, we don't need all this. It's fine. Bam. That's gonna throw down. So this nacelle is worth a bunch, and the other one is too. I had to deactivate. I had to flush the fuel out of it. That's why I couldn't just drop it down. But now, oh, and these things I'm doing, these tethers, they're meant for like moving like really heavy stuff. So like that nacelle, it's really heavy, and it makes sense. Like, oh, okay, I'll use this tool to kind of make it go faster. In the meantime, I can pull off this panel. I have a minute left on this day. Ooh, that's not good. I did okay today. I didn't make a ton, but that's okay. One time I screwed up and I accidentally shot one of these things, and they blew up, and it blew up the ship. And I was like, well, that sucks. But then the instructions were like, you can still salvage this. It just sucks now. So good job. Good job, Shipbreaker. And I was like, ugh, what a bummer. Let's go back here. Oop, there we go. 30 seconds. It's not too long.
Valuable object processed. Credits deposited.
Let's see how much we made today. 705. That's not bad, actually. Yeah. And then, see, every day. So here's the thing that's screwed up, right? The overall goal is to get your debt to zero. That's what you want to do, because then you can start making money. But every day you have to spend 500,000 to just work, right? So, and it's like, okay, the interest rate on your loan is 100,000 credits, and the bay that you're working in is 50 grand. The moving to the bay is 10 grand. So like at a minimum, you're spending 160 a day to work here. But then like you rent all your tools, you rent everything. So it's like being a coal miner or something. Like, yeah, you're making a ton of money, but you have to rent everything. Or being like a chicken farmer. It's interesting, and it's like it actually makes me a little bit depressed. Like the logic in this game is like, yeah, you're really good at breaking down ships. Also, it's very expensive. Okay, so we'll go this way. But yeah, like I said, like I've been eating just less. Like I went from eating like 2,000 calories or 2,500 to 3,000 calories a day within like 2 meals, and like that's a lot. Like, and then I went from that to like maybe 1,000 to 1,500 a day, which is and I stopped drinking like full fat sodas. I stopped drinking like juice, which is weirdly enough like not super great for you. So I'm eating like way less sugar and way less, like, weirdly enough, like I'm still eating like lots of fats and things. It's just like less sugar. And I've lost weight. And it's interesting to me because it's like it doesn't feel like I'm doing enough. And honestly, like every day before I get on the scale, I think about the day before and I'm like, yeah, I definitely gained weight yesterday. I absolutely gained weight yesterday. Because I ate like for dinner I had spaghetti or something like that. And I'm like, yep, I had a plate of spaghetti. I measured it out. It was definitely like like an okay amount to have, but I definitely gained weight yesterday. And then I step on the scale, and honestly, like I game the system with my scale to give myself like the best chance of success, which is like I weigh myself in the morning after I've taken care of my bathroom business, to give myself the best shot. Because I'm thinking, like, if I have a temporary passenger, it's not worth measuring. But I've been losing weight, and what's wild is like I don't feel very hungry because I'm like eating. I'm eating meals. Like, I'm making sure to eat meals. I just eat less food at each one. You know, like it's just less. Like I started doing because of the situation. Holly and I were eating out a lot. Like we were making good choices and cutting out like extra fat and extra calories when we could. Just because like that stuff, if you're eating out all the time, that stuff adds up really quickly. But we started like, oh, we can't keep eating out. It's so expensive. But neither of us like could cook or wanted to cook very much because on the one hand, like Holly works she's a cook in a restaurant. So she gets tired and the last thing she wants to do when she comes home is like make something. So it comes on me, and then like I sort of know how to cook, but not really. And we were kind of just like, well, what are we gonna do? Like, we don't have time to go to the store, and we don't really want to go to the store, and we don't have time to, but also like we're trying to avoid like going out as much as possible. So going to the store is like, weirdly enough, like a dire situation for us. Like, okay, we gotta get our masks, we gotta make sure we have sanitizer in the car, things like that. But no, what we started doing was started doing Blue Apron, and is honestly like I was very like, both of us, we were super skeptical about it, because it's like, Blue Apron, like, come on, just learn to cook. Just go to the store and learn to cook. But then I was like, yeah, I say that, but I'm someone who doesn't go to the store and doesn't like, I just don't go to the store right now. Like a lot of people don't. And I decided like, okay, well, if that's the case, and I was like, the cost was really high. I was like, man, it's like $60 for 3 meals, or $60 for 3 meals for 2, right? And like that sounds like a ton of money, but then you realize like, okay, $10 a person per meal, that's still a lot. But then it's like, if Holly and I go get like poke, which is like one of the healthier choices we can make, because it's just fish and maybe rice, but a lot of time like, or vegetables and stuff, that's already like, I don't know, like $30, for 2 people, for one day. So if we had poke for 3 meals in 3 days, that's $90. It's just basic economics at that point. And I was like, yeah, if that's the case, then like, what am I really like losing out on? Like, what am I trying to prove? And so we started doing Blue Apron, and so we're cooking more, and the food we're making is like, it's not like, I'll be the first to admit, like, Blue Apron food is good, but it's not, they're not gonna send you a recipe that's like, this takes 6 hours to like a culinary, like a super, you don't have to be like a superhero to make the food from Blue Apron. Like, it's very approachable cooking, which is actually kind of good because it teaches you like how easy it is to just cook something good, and it is really easy, oddly enough. All the meals are like 30 minutes, but the one thing that they also do is they keep the calories like in check for you. So like a Blue Apron, like a dinner is, like today we had pesto, like vegetarian pesto. Not that pesto typically has, animals in it, but we got that, and it was 800 calories, and it's just a little bowl of pasta. And then yesterday we had, I get mine delivered every Thursday. And in the lore of my show, I'm recording this on a Friday night. Yesterday we got grilled chicken with mashed potatoes and green beans, and that was only fried pan sautéed chicken, and it was only like 500 calories. And after that we were like, wow, this is like a full like meat potatoes, like this is the kind of meal that you make in The Sims 1. And then you realize like, oh, I guess we've been eating like way too much, like we just been eating way too much, and we just never knew it. Because when you actually see, like, maybe this is just me, and again, maybe this is absolutely got to be related to the privilege I've experienced, but man, when you see like a serving size, like what is, like if you have cereal right now, go and see like what a normal serving size is, like what the recommended serving size is, because it's gonna be like, I don't know, a half a cup, and then take a half a cup of Cocoa Pebbles and pour it in a bowl and be like, whoa, that's not a lot of cereal. The one I always do, like, because I like popcorn, I make myself popcorn snacks a lot. You can go to you can get like I make mine on the stove, not because I'm bougie or anything. It's just like I like stovetop popcorn. I think it tastes better. And one of the things you can do is, it's easier because it's a lot harder to. Weirdly enough, it's harder for me to burn popcorn on the stove than it is on the microwave. And that's really my number one goal, is to avoid burning the popcorn because it smells so bad. But what you can do is the nutrition instructions on because I just get like the cheap like Target popcorn. It's like, 120 calories for 2 like tablespoons of uncooked popcorn, and you're like, that sounds not too bad. And then you see how much popcorn you get from 2 tablespoons uncooked, and you're like, oh snap, I overeat at the movies, and like I just overeat everywhere because I have no context for what like a portion is. It's ridiculous. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's just me grousing, but like the thing that when you figure out like when you see like what is like how much 2,000 calories is, it's weird, because then you realize like, oh no, I'm making bad choices. At least that, and just so we're clear, this is like this is my journey. Like it's nothing to do with anybody. Everyone has their own struggles, and I'm just telling you what mine are. And they're not even that bad. It's like it's all relative. So like there are people who I'm sure would be like, man, I wish I had the problems that you have, and you're absolutely like right to feel that way, and I'm totally right to like, or not totally right, but I'm fully cognizant that like the thing that I'm going through is fucking not that bad. But I do a show where I talk. That's what I've been thinking about lately. It's been a big part of my life during this whole situation. Just because, like, I mean, I'm thinking more about health. I'm thinking more about being healthy and making healthy choices just because of everything. Like, it's kind of hard. It's really hard to kind of, for me, to justify doing, like, unhealthy things right now, because everything's geared around like, yeah, make good decisions. It's good for you and it's good for others. So why wouldn't you do that? Like, I don't know. sort of like if I make a decision. This is something I sort of learned like in graduate school when we were studying. I think it was. Oh God, it's gonna bug me because I do not remember. It was a long time ago. It was over 10 years ago. But it was one of the lessons we had was, it was on feminist literary theory, and it was an argument that we had to kind of grapple with. And the argument was, the personal is political. Which is the idea that like if you make a personal decision that only affects you, you have in fact made a political decision that affects everybody. Like everyone is affected by that. And the example they always gave is like if someone, if someone who identifies as a woman wears blue jeans. That was the example they gave. Oh shit, I fucked that up. God damn it. If someone who identifies as a woman wears blue jeans to like, I don't know, go to the store, that's a political act. They've taken a political action. It seems innocuous, and in some ways I guess you could argue it is, but it's also totally not. It's totally indicative of like a negotiation of power and identity. And I thought that was really interesting because it sort of like framed the idea of like you hear that thing like think globally, act locally, like do what you can in your local environment but think about it in the context of how it affects the larger world. It's totally that. It's totally like, oh yeah, if you do something very minor in your day-to-day life, it affects like everyone all around. It might not seem like it, but it does. And so I don't know, like if everyone just kind of made the decision like I'm going to eat less sugar, which is kind of a stupid expression, but let's just say like I'm gonna just decide today like I'm not gonna eat as much sugar. Like I'll drink sugar-free soda and maybe I'll eat sugar-free candy, but I'm not having sugar today. Well, that means that you're gonna in effect like help yourself not get sugar-related illnesses and you're going to lose weight and all that kind of stuff, which means that you're going to be you're going to need less medical care for issues like that, potentially. I mean, obviously not everyone's like that, but I mean, not everyone who eats sugar is going to get like sick or anything. But some people do. And if you make the decision to not, like, that's a political choice. That's you making like a choice that can affect the whole world. That's just a very interesting thing to me. That is to me how it works. I don't know, like me taking better care of myself, which is not even like that much better. Like I was pretty fucking well off to begin with, so like take everything I say with a grain of salt, but taking care of yourself can help take care of others in some ways. Free things up for everyone. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. This is just rambling while I recycle. Take these little lights out. I really don't have to do this part, like getting the lights, but I will. Yep. Getting the lights. Well, it's been about a half hour of breaking down a ship. I know we didn't finish, but honestly, like, this game is very much it's sort of evergreen in a way. Like, this week I've just been like, when I'm done with work and I'm done with like editing episodes and stuff, I'll kick this on and I will just like sit and play it and have like a podcast on, and I'll just like veg out. Like, even if I didn't need to record an episode right now, I would probably be vegetating out playing this game because it's so much fun. And I know it doesn't seem like it just because I'm like, oh, I pulled the light off, shut it down. Nope, that was immensely entertaining. Oh, this is cool. So there's like a thruster in there. So I'm going to break this part. Break this part. Get this. Yeah, this is like a valuable piece. Oop. Boop. Boop. Oh, no. Oh, shoot. There it goes. Yeah. And now I can pull out this, which is like the actual engine core. I think I can get it out. Wait. Can I get this yet? Oh, no. Oh, no, it's stuck. I gotta go in here and break it out. That thing is really valuable if you can get it out of there, but it's really stuck in there. Did I hit this thing? Yeah. There we go. And I'll peel. Can I cut that off? No. Okay, so now the thruster's loose. That's the thing that like pushes energy out that makes, like I'm saying, like it's real. Like I'm really explaining how the spaceship works. I'm gonna fucking. Okay. There we go. It's kind of like the ship just dumped, and now I'm gonna drop it on this green. Yeah. Money. Perfect. Okay. You know, I think I can show this next thing that's pretty cool. So, like, right now, I think this part is fully disconnected. Yeah. Okay, so eventually your goal is to just like break this ship apart enough that you can just send huge parts of it to the processors, and now I think I can send this away. So that'll be the last thing I do. So I'm going to go like this, and hopefully this will just peel away the engine area away from the ship. Yeah, look at that. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, fuck. Oh, no. Oh, boy. Oh, this is not good. Oh, jeez. Oh, man. Oh, boy. Oh, I'm not a good recycler, guys. Ronald McDonald and the recycling crew are going to be so mad. Oh, boy. I did not... man, it fucked the whole thing up. Oh, jeez. Oh, but it accepted the reactor plating and everything like that, so that's good. Oh, man, that was not cool. I'm going to... Wait. Let's do this also. Break this down. The episode's basically over, but I'm having a lot of fun. I'm going to keep doing this after I'm gone. So I'm going to... Let's see here. Get this. This is good on its own. There should be a control panel in here. Yep. Boop. And then there should be a control panel out here. Yeah, there is. Got those control panels. Let's see what else is in here. Furnace, processor. Yeah, this wants to be processed, so I think I can cut it off. Let's try. Because I want to just, like, send, like, the whole thing, like, somewhere. Let's do a little more. And I should be able to cut this way. I've never been able to separate, like, the airlock compartment, and I think that if you can make more money. So that's what I'm doing. Sorry if I don't have any more like super like in-depth or personal stories. I'm just like trying to break a spaceship right now. The things that I get to say as someone who plays video games. That do it?
Oxygen reserves are low.
It looks like it did.
Asphyxiation can lead to missed salvage quotas.
Oh. Maybe not. Yeah, like this little part here. Hang on. No, it's another part that's stuck. Really? Is it here? No, that's broken off. Where's it sticking? Over this way? Yeah, let me cut this.
Oxygen reserves are critical. Please contact your plan administrator.
Oh,
to
shit.
add asphyxiation
That wasn't good.
coverage.
I just threw myself into a flipping wall. I gotta get some more air. God dang. I am absolutely about to die. Oh jeez. This is not good. This is not good. Oh boy. Oh guys, I beefed this one. I really beefed this one, guys. This is really bad, guys. Okay, I'm good. It's fine.
Oxygen levels
Let's try this
stabilizing.
again. Gotta break this thing apart. I'm a ship breaker, not a ship taker. Stupid what I just said. Dang it. Gonna do. Where's it stuck? I know that sounds like that should be moving it, but it's like stuck somewhere. This is so gonna bother me. Like, where is this stupid thing? Not here? Is this it? Wait. Oh, it's gotta be that, right? Let's see. Nope. Definitely not. Oh, now it looks like it should be disconnected now. Ugh, God. Well, I'm going to keep trying this, but in the meantime, thank you so much for joining me on Shipbreakers. I know this was a weird sort of a low-key episode with just me, and I apologize for that, but the relentless stream of content. No, I like making stuff. If you like this, obviously give us a like and a sub. Check out our many other creative things. Monster Prom Night. We have a pretty cool Twitter. You can also listen to our Dungeons and Dragons podcast at The Rolls We Made. It's The Rolls, ROLLS, We Made on every podcatcher, I think. iTunes, Google Play Music, all that stuff. Yeah, I think that's it. Thank you. Have a good day, and take care of yourself and the people you care about. Bye-bye.